Jacko. Says what? Being on YouTube is like being in theater, isn't it, Jack? Theater, like a theater class. Say, yeah, it's for sure. Say, and you get paid like an artist too, which is pittance. Jack, we need a viral video, bud. Says, I know. Ducky doos. Okay, ducky doos. You want some mist? Duckies? Want some mist? Look, says that's not mist. Are you laying an egg, girl? Says nope. All right, let's do a little tour of the garden here. Rosemary. There's the rosemary right there. All right, maybe the algorithm will send this to the gardeners, Jack. Says, I don't know about that. It's hard to know what the algorithm on YouTube is going to do. Yeah, maybe it'll push the gardeners over here. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just get kids getting ready for school. Or maybe not. This is the rock garden. Exciting, huh? No, probably not. But we're in a drought here. So I'm using some precious well water here to water our established garden. Just to give a little misting, friends. A little misting. A little misting in the morning. And oops, Jack was here. Yeah, you're going to get the raw and filtered stuff from me. Little misting over here. These guys, they don't really need it. They can suck the moisture right out of the earth. Lavender. That's what this is. Look at this, friends. Look at that. But it's not doing well because I think Jack pees on it. Or has. That may be part of the reason. But lavender needs a special way to grow. First generation farmer is on. Sup. What's sup mean? Supper? Supper? S-U-P. Super, maybe. Maybe it's super. I gotta get the lingo down. You know, I'm being an old guy on YouTube, right? Soup. Is that what it is? Okay, if you come into the chat, you gotta be specific about what you mean. You can't just stop and say one thing and then go, well, you can do whatever you want. It's YouTube. It's a wonderful thing. You can just keep scrolling if you don't like what you see, right? Beach. Beach. Big beaches. We call it Beach Nut Hill. Beach Nut Hill Farm. Welcome to it. First generation farmer 27 stopped by, says soup. No soup for you. All right, let's water this stuff. Looks like I need to get the weed trimmer out, the weed whacker. Trim between the rows, not between the toes, between the rows. Garlic, garlic. Peas right here. Peas growing. Let's get some likes. Call your friends. Tell them that Scotty Splitting Outdoors is on watering the garden. And I can't remember what. Potatoes maybe in here. I should know. I didn't plant it though. The missus did. Peas are doing great though. Look at that. We'll be getting snap peas before you know it. And they'll be growing up this fence here. Soup. Jack, got two people on. There's Jack. You see Jack? I could zoom, but I can't. XB Lover says hi. There's Jack. You see Jack? I say hi right back to you. Thanks for joining. Yo, what's up? Is that what WFP is? Again, I'm trying to figure out some of the short form, chat stuff. Yeah. Okay. Good. I know. Now I can do that. I'm going to do that and be cool. WSP, TBH. And SUP. Hey, is SUP means super? Is that what that means? These are blackberries right here. They grow big, juicy, big blackberries. And they're not, these bushes here, they don't have any. What is the stream about? That, my friend, is a good question. And here's the thing. My stream is this. When I do a stream like this, it's just vlog stuff, like lifestyle stuff. Because I live on 24 acres and I heat my house with wood, so I split wood, and you'll see me splitting wood. That's why it's called Scotty Splitting Outdoors, because I started that in January doing that. Well, I mean, I've been doing it for years, but I decided to just call myself Scotty Splitting Outdoors. But I do stuff in the shop, which is over there. There's Jacko. Sometimes he makes cameo appearances in the. You liked? Okay, great. And yeah, so you're looking at somebody who's basically videoing the stuff I do every day and trying to make a little bit of money doing it because I got to do it anyway. And I'm not shy about that. So I had a goal to monetize the channel starting in January because I've had the channel for about 10 years at least. And I've posted videos every so often, not frequently, But then I'm like, okay, I'm doing this stuff all the time, and let's see if I can actually monetize it. But monetizing it doesn't really mean too much unless I'm consistently posting videos. So I'm learning a lot about that on YouTube, and now I get videos from people who are like successful or becoming successful on it, small content creators, and so yeah, I'm now trying to figure out how to narrow down the theme because I was doing pet videos too. Tim LXX, he's becoming a P1 here. P1, you know what P1 is? That's priority one. On the channel, commenting, contributing to the convo, and yeah. So I appreciate you all. Thank you, Tim LXX. Uh, to answer the question, XB lover, yeah, I'm making money. Do you want to know how much? Because I'm not afraid to tell you. I am up to $61 since March 23rd when I got monetized. And you live in Reno, Nevada. Yeah, I live in the USA. I'm XB. I'm in North Carolina, just south of the Virginia state line there. And I've been here in the States since, what is it? It's almost 30 years, not quite. I moved from Canada. I was born and raised in Canada. I spent half my life in Canada, then came down for work, and we never went back. Raised the family here, got citizenship, and why would anyone want to go anywhere else? And now you all can say, "Oh, but Canada's great." Canada is great. It's a fantastic country, but the winters are pretty rough. Your cousins live there, XB. Fantastic. Whereabouts? You don't have to tell me precisely, but are they in Ontario? Uh, Tim, yeah, you've been you putting me under pressure here, man. I don't really need a ranch hand. I got my wife here. She's my ranch hand. But I appreciate the offer. And here's our solar panels. And for yeah, guess what this is for? You could go onto my channel and you could find out. You'd have to go way back in the years though to find out what these are doing here. You'll have to consume some content. Do you know what his my cousin? Do you know what your kid? Do you know Wyatt? Wyatt is your cousin. No, I don't know Wyatt. But you could tell me a little bit about your cousin. So my family still lives in Canada. A lot of them. But my kids are here in North Carolina. They're grown up, moved out. I got a I got a twin brother too. He lives in Canada. Identical twin brother. And I'm 3 minutes older than he is. And I always use that. Oh, how old am I? I get to guess how old I am. Take a guess. Come on. 47? I that is a nice little compliment there, XP. No, not 47. Add 11 more years to that. Soon to be June is my birthday coming up, and I'll be 59. Old man. Okay, we got another blackberry bush here. That's the bee feed barrel. See the bees coming out? I don't want to sting me. The girls there, the bees are over there. And they're not happy right now because we're in a drought. How old are you, XB? Jack? No, it's not. It's not that old. Check out our peach tree. Yeah, I have a blackberry bush. We have several actually. Tim. Um, we have a thornless variety. There's one there, and there is one there. These ones don't do as well as the ones over by the solar panels there underneath. They give us some nice big juicy berries. Uh, they grow. They're easily transplantable. And here's the peach tree, which does really well each year for the last several years. For the last 4 years, it's given us peaches, but we didn't get any. My wife and I got none, zero. The squirrels got them all. There's too many squirrels here, and I'm trying to do something about that. Because part of the reason we have a lot of squirrels too is that we have chickens, and the squirrels know where the food is put out for the chickens. See that? So they sneak here too, and they no XB. We do not have. Oh yeah, we have an orange tree, but not out here growing. It's an indoor. We have two little orange. Well, they're not little anymore. They're actually pretty big. So I got to give this guy a little water too. Um, they're sour oranges, and they're only about the size of a quarter in diameter. And we put them out on our back deck in the summertime. Apple tree, yeah, we have one, but it's not doing great. It's just up the hill there. See, we our problem is the trees around here give us a little more shade than I think some of these trees would like. This guy does okay because the peach tree is kind of out in the open, and it gets the midday sun and then a little bit of the afternoon. But the apple tree up there doesn't get much sun because it's below that giant oak tree. Your living room is filled with plants. That's great. That is fantastic. Yeah, I love plants. We love plants. We have quite a few, and we're, as you can see, we're kind of into that. This area here. So there's our beehive over there with the chickens just around it, and the bees are doing well, but the nectar is not flowing very well right now because we're in a drought in our area, and so they're a little agitated because of that too. We have a couple of little cactus plants. Yeah. You said you were in Nevada, if I remember. Is that right? Let me go back in the chat. XB. Uh, you asked me too if you could be modded. Of course you can be modded. Modded, does that mean monetized? Is that right? I'm just going back up here. You live in the USA, yeah. I thought somebody said they were from Nevada. Reno. Oh, that's Tim. Tim is from Reno. Okay, gotcha. and XB is just in the USA, which is yeah. I don't need to know locations precisely unless you whatever. Um, and this is a fig tree right here, and this one has never produced figs. We have two more fig trees that are down by the house, and we've got blueberry. What state you live in? I live in Connecticut. Connecticut. Okay, so you're in the Northeast. I'm in North Carolina, central part of North Carolina. Let's give this guy some blackberries. So these ones actually are not doing too bad. They seem to get a little bit better each year. See the flowers that are starting to bud and blossom. What's it like in Canada? Well, in what terms do you mean? Uh, Culturally, I found Canada is relatively similar to the USA, which is why we're probably good friends and neighbors for the most part. We are, in spite of whatever you see on TV and politically speaking. I mean, these are just short-term things, and I don't really talk too much about politics just because I think it's a lightning rod topic, and usually people don't agree on those sorts of things, the divisive topics. And that's not what my channel's about. So, but just having said that, Canada is a great country. I mean, it has its problems too, but I I've been here now long enough, and I love it here, and I don't ever see myself moving back to Canada because I love it here. It's a great country. And I've traveled a lot, so I can confidently say that this is the place I would rather be settled, living. I've been to Europe, I've been to Asia, and there's a reason why so many people want to come here. It's the land of opportunity. What do you think, Jack? Says, yeah, well, I'm an American pit bull, and I would agree with that. 67. Where you going, Jacko? Says, yeah, well, you got a hose in your hands, and I don't trust that. Jack does not like getting wet at all. Okay, we're going to hang up the hose here. I'm done for now. Here's our well. It's 400 feet deep. Off. Yeah, you were close. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely on my age, yeah. Um okay, you know what I'm going to do now? Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a deep well, which is good in some ways because we don't have a large fast recharge rate. It's only like 2 gallons a minute. It had to be go deep, but it also means we have about 600 gallons in the well because it's a 6-inch well. 6-inch well diameter of the bore, the pipe. So we've never had a problem with water. We even because we water with it, using a lot of what I call premium water just for irrigation. There we have another set of gardens. Actually, I should have watered those, but I'll get them a little later. Right now, you can come with me. Friends, we need this. You're 9. What, 9? I'm talking to a 9-year-old? Shouldn't you be in school right now? Or are you homeschooled? April break. Spring break, right? Is that what it is? I had several last week. Same thing. All right, well, you're going to learn something here, XP. You're going to learn how to split wood. Have you ever split wood? Ever split wood? Have you done that? No. Okay. Stick around because we're going to do that. I have a wood splitter, by the way. It's a hydraulic one. Do you know what hydraulic means? It means you use oil and you use a motor to force that oil through a cylinder, pressure under high pressure, and it splits the wood. But I'm going to do the high pressure splitting right now. I'm going to take these logs. See these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm not going to do those right now. Maybe that one. And I'm going to split them with a wedge. So we're going to go back to the shop here. Jack's hanging out and he's wishing that we were going for a walk. Yeah, you're watching. Appreciate it, buddy. I don't know if I'm talking to a male or a female, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter to me. And where's the wedge? Find the wedge. Scotty, splitting. Where'd I put that thing? Here it is. You're a boy, a young boy. Gonna watch some splitting. All right, bud. Good. It's been a long time since my kids were. I don't have grandkids yet either. My daughter's married, and but she hasn't had any kids yet. We're waiting. Entertainment. Yeah, I try to be entertaining. That is what the channel is about too. I mean, you're gonna learn something maybe, especially if you're only 9. Yeah, I want to be a grandpa, of course. That would be fantastic. Isn't that one of the joys of life? Having your own kids and then your kids having kids so that you can be a grandpa or a grandma, as the case may be. Let's see here. I got to figure out a way to here. You got to work with me here. So my camera work, I'm just using the phone here, and that's good and bad. It's very easy to make videos, but it's also not, it's not that easy sometimes to get good photography. But since we're kind of just, winging it here. Okay. This is what we're doing here. You're going to watch me split. Actually, so the idea here is, listen up, folks. We're going to get all hot and sweaty here. So this is a heavy duty wedge. Now, This thing weighs 16 pounds, this sledgehammer. And the idea here is that I'm going to split this in approximately in half so that I can lift it up on my splitter. Now, I could split it all like this, and I might. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, you're very articulate, XB, for a 9-year-old kid. You going to work with your dad on Saturday? What does your dad do? Is he in construction or does he work in an office? Sounds like maybe not either of those if he's going to work. Saturday he could be doing construction, but ah, got to get limbered up here. Can you see the crack? Can you hear it? It's going. It's going. Yeah, one more and it's probably gonna go. We got it. All right, let's see what's going on. I'm using the wrong side of the sledgehammer. He brings trucks to different states. Oh, okay. XB. Satisfaction, yeah. Leave the defenseless log alone. HKMP. I'm gonna burn it. I mean, not right now, but I'm making firewood. So this log is being split and ostensibly to split it so that, because they're really heavy. Look at this. Look at this. This probably weighs 75 pounds easily. Maybe more, actually. So I'm splitting them in half so I can lift them up on my wood splitter. But I might just do this now. I might just split them all now. Oh, I missed it. Okay, let's crush that. Oh, I keep hitting the wood. Got it. Okay, now we'll do it again. All right, who sent me funny stickers? There you go. I like that. Yeah, the wood is to keep me warm because I have a furnace in the basement that takes wood to heat the house. So we don't need it right now. This wood will be put up in the woodshed and I'll burn it next year. Peel it like an orange. You know what? I haven't played many video games, XB. No. I play pickleball. Like I like to actually do stuff outside. I mean, pickleball can be played indoors too. But that's one of my favorite things. Okay, we're gonna split this again. We got that. Okay, let's do this one. So what I do here, XB, if you're learning, I'm finding cracks that are already in the wood. And it makes it easier. Now, I need to go get my axe now. You like playing baseball? That's great. That's a great activity. I played baseball when I was a kid too. And then when I was an adult, a young adult, like in my 20s, I played softball in some leagues. It was co-ed. Yeah, just fun. It wasn't competitive, but it was pretty fun. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, okay. Let's see. I had to free this up. Okay, let's do the other one. What I'm trying to do again, if you're just joining the live stream, is just break these big logs down. It looks a lot like your ranch. Is that good or bad, Jeffrey? Um, what's good? And I like you now. These streams are cool. Oh, thank you, XB. Yeah, you know what? I had kids on last week who were on spring break, and I appreciate actually the younger generation coming into the live stream because my analytics tell me that it's mostly old people, like my age, you know. That's very good. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, yeah. I got you there, Jeff. I was just joking around. Yeah, I love my place too. When do I stream like all the days? I'm kind of random. I need maybe to get better with that and just like schedule times to do it. Friday afternoons common for me is a good day. Um and it's partly like yeah, it just this depends. But if I'm doing splitting of wood or something like that, then Friday afternoons are good days for me and I've been doing them regularly. You're 17. Very good. And you help your dad and you enjoy that? That's good. Fantastic. Actually makes me really happy. And maintaining the wildlife. Fantastic. Do you deer hunt on your property? At your ranch? I hunt deer here in the fall, of course. Got 2 bucks last year in November. All right, let's make some space here. Got this one, made it a little bit smaller. Tadpoles, they're easy to get. Okay, yeah, they are. Fantastic, Jeff. Really good. Yeah. Uh, I don't hunt just for the trophy aspect of it, not at all. We put the meat in the freezer. So I gutted, field cleaned it, and we still have some deer left. But we've eaten a lot of it because yeah, we love it. The venison, it's awesome. Okay, we're gonna split this guy. This was the stump from this big beech. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit stiff and sore, my friends. Let's put this axe up here. And let's find a good spot for this. There, right there. If you guys want to see what I'm looking at, because you want to learn, right? See the surface? So I'm looking at these cracks here, and that's where I'll put the wedge. I could put it here too. But if I put it here, it'll more split easily, because you see here. Here we go. And I could just, sink the axe in there, but I've been doing that. And this is just easier to break them down smaller. By the way, this sledgehammer is 16 pounds. So it's a lot of force dropping down on that wedge. Got it. What's BRB? So now I got to get it out. And I don't want to use my good axe to pound that. so I could go get the little sledgehammer. I didn't need to. Or let's try it like this. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna do this guy. Let's bring him near. See the crack here? We're gonna knock that wedge into there. Bye, XP lover. Have a great day, buddy. Have a really good day. Be good. Work hard. Okay. Give myself some space. And welcome to anybody else who stepped into the chat. We've got XB who's leaving. He was my top fan there for a little bit. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's get this rolling here. Let's throw some pressure onto this. You're cracking. Pretty good. Now we got the fibers here. There. All I want to do is get it out. Okay. Got it. Tear that. Fibers. Get this side now. Got it. Yeah, you know what? Lindak, I feel like that too, Ben. If you're still on, I feel tired. I shouldn't. Usually I'm really pretty strong here, but lately Well, I've been doing weights too, so I'm a little sore. And you know, when you're my age, it takes a little longer to recover from workouts and stuff. By the way, this is a workout. Uh, it's hard work, and I love it. Okay, what else we got here? We got one. Let's do this one over here. Let's flip this around. Why would you be banned? You won't be. Banned by your parents, maybe, if they don't want you on there. Yeah. But listen, you can say I was doing educational stuff, watching a guy split wood. So you can say I know how to split big beech logs now. Um, we're working on this one now. See this? This was at the crotch of the tree, and I took the chainsaw to that. And to make it easier, because I think I was trying with the splitting axe and wasn't very successful. But this time we're gonna split this guy. We're gonna get the yeah. That's right. I don't. The content I'm delivering is it's not made for kids. It's like I have to actually answer that question. But yeah, if you come over to my channel, we're basically doing kid-friendly stuff. I'm splitting wood, and I don't cuss and swear online. I mean, if I hit my thumb with the sledgehammer, you might hear something that you want to cover your ears for. But for the most part, yeah, kid-friendly there, dude. Now, let's see here. I'm gonna set you up here because I'm gonna get the sledgehammer, put it on this guy. This one's gonna be really gnarly. Okay, moving that around here. My tripod is a log. I'm not making any promises about being successful splitting this one. It's really, let's see, let's keep going. It's moving the fibers, friends. Moving them. Almost hit the phone. No, I didn't hit it. But it's on a little, yeah. The problem is, let me move it away. It's sitting on a little log. So you're going to feel this. It's going in, but it might not come out. All right. Oh, it's gonna go. You hear it? Oh. What's that load? Loud. Oh, a plane overhead. A little plane. All right. Now we got the wedge stuck in there. Nah, I'm still good. Don't worry. And I'm pretty fit. That's what I jammed in there. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Yeah, there's ants all around here. Look at the pile. There's also lizards. I have to get it put up in. I might have lost you there. I got to get it up in there, stacked, all this stuff. What do you watch on? What's Tube? TV? Tube? TV. Yeah, I'm gonna do something here. Is the signal still good? Because I'm in between my Wi-Fi routers. What do I watch on TV? I watch different stuff. I watch Netflix shows, various stuff. I watch a lot of pickleball. Like a lot. I think I told you that. I'm crazy about pickleball. I play it. Watch it on the pros play. Go play pickleball, XP. Learn how to play. It's a great game. Everybody's playing it. Everybody. Okay. So this is what I have to get out of there now. So you know what I need? Follow me. We're gonna go get. You see, this is how I work. Well, when I get in live streams, and just randomly do them. I'm not set up in my little theater, YouTube theater. What are you doing in my forest? Is that music? 25 has been here before and said the same thing. What are you doing in my forest? I am making a live stream, a YouTube video, interacting with my fans and audience members. So I may lose you here. Let me do. Let me get back. Let me find my what I'm looking for. What are you doing in my forest? I'm splitting wood, buddy. If you're a guy, I guess you could, buddy. Whatever is pretty genderless. What did I do with it? Not down there. Here it is. This guy. This is what I'm looking for. All right. Here's my tractor. When does the live end? I like that. Well, I got plenty of battery power, and I haven't finished splitting what I said I was going to split, XB. Remember? I got that one, and I'm still working on this one. See, we got it stuck there. So, sorry about that. I keep, that's what you're going to get from, yeah, let's just do it like this. The problem is my glove, I can't flip the phone around. Let's do this. Left hand. I'm Oh, this is great for like making a short. Game Hill, what's your favorite car? Let's see. I really like Tesla, even though I don't have one, but one day I'll have one. I rode in one as a passenger a few weeks ago and was pretty impressed. But I own stock in Tesla company. What? We got a troll here. Okay, you're gonna make an edit. Okay, I'm gonna make an edit. Yeah, why? Game. Okay, now, so I got the glove off. Hammer this and smack it down there. See that? Okay, we're gonna get this guy. My Grand Force Brooksy, which is a fine axe. You have a Lego cat. What? XB, what does that even mean? What's a Lego cat? That was car, not cat. You have a Lego car. Okay, I got you. I'm with you. I don't want to hit my axe on the... See, there we go. That's cool. A Lego car. Yeah, that's great. I used to. Hey, did you know I've been to Legoland? I've been to Legoland. Do you know where that is? Yeah, that knot is very ugly. No, I think I got it. Let's see. I think I can pull that apart. Now, it was stuck, yes, but I pounded it right down into the bottom. And then I axed those fibers there. Yeah, I've been to Legoland, and you know where it is? Yes, it's Beach Alpha Dog. You know where Legoland is there, young XB? Look it up. Or do you want me to just tell you? It's probably easier. I always tell young people, go look it up. But I've been to Legoland twice. It's kind of a cool place. In Rosen. No, there might be. Okay, the original Legoland is in Denmark because it's Danish. And you know what Lego means in Danish? play good. Lay go. Play good in Danish. And it's in Billund, Denmark. I used to go regular. Yeah, Denmark. That's right. I have been to Denmark in every month of the calendar year back in the 90s. I used to travel there for business. I loved it. I love Denmark. Love the people. Love the food. Got it. Yeah, there's a Legoland in California, but it's not the original one. Legoland is a Danish invention. Of course, we probably marketed it well over here in America for them. Free tickets with military. Nice. As what is it? Huh? Yes, I have been to Disneyland. I've been to Disneyland in California in 1995, and I've been to Disney World in Florida a few times. Yeah, it was with my kids to Disney World, and Disneyland was when I lived out west in Vancouver in the 90s, and then we made a trip down to the LA area where it is, right? You want to go to Disneyland? Well, your dad can take you, or your dad, mom and dad. All right, we're gonna go try to split this one more time. Here, got the little one. Here. The head's coming loose on this little guy here. Uh, do you know Michael J. Fox? Yeah, I know. Yeah, the actor. Oh, your mom has passed away. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's sad. All right, let's go with this. Got it. You see that split? Splitting Scotty outdoors. But it is okay. Okay. Sounds like you've dealt with it, coped with it. Maybe it was a while ago. Time heals these things. Okay. That's there. This is here, and that's big enough. I should say small enough I can lift that. Um, and we'll put that there. And let's get another one. Because as I said, we got to finish these two here. You see the... You see the big one up there? That one? I'm going for that one next. I thought you had to go there, XB. Didn't you have to go to school? No, maybe I think you said you were on break. Okay, old man, pull this down. Let's get this guy. Yeah, you mentioned spring school break, yeah. Okay, we need this and we need this. And there's already some cracks forming because the wood was cut a few weeks ago. So sitting here in the sun, it's already started to dry a little bit. So we'll take advantage of that. By taking that, we'll get it started with the little guy. Get it started. Then we take the 16-pounder. Get the edge protector pushed down. We might need to do that with a tool or something. If you're wondering what I'm doing, this has an edge, or not an edge, a handle protector right at the head. Kai. Yeah, that's my name. Sure, Kai. Here we go. We're set. Ready, set, hammer. Got it. Split it in half. Scotty splitting. Outdoors. Yeah, welcome, bud. Okay, now we need to get the other one. Pull it down. That's definitely small enough for me to lift, see? Up onto the motorized splitter. If you're wondering how that log got up here, in the first place, I have a tractor. And I loaded them into the tractor and then dumped it. Could you still be modded? Does modded mean monetized? Is that like money? Is that what you're asking me, Kai? Yeah. Should I go to your your channel and see what you've got, what content you've posted? But you two, actually, I think you have to be a certain age or you have to have permission. So you would need to check on those things. You got to check what the policies are with YouTube. And I'm not familiar. I think, yeah, look that up to see what you're allowed to do as a minor, which is what you are based on the age you indicated. So you might have to have permission from your parents. But if you do get the permission from your dad, then you have to make content, and people have to like. They have to, there has to be a reason to keep coming back, right? And and you have to post regularly. So like videos, long form videos, it's all about watch hours mainly, views and watch hours. So the more views you get, obviously the more watch hours come from that. That's what matters to YouTube. That's how you get monetized because they want content that people will look at, watch, and they can place ads on. That's it. So if you're like a gamer and that's your thing, then I see people doing stuff related to gaming, and they are successful. And but that doesn't appeal to me, so I won't be the audience. But it's a very diverse world out there. So you know, there's there's something for everybody on YouTube. That's the thing. Mart IN 600, not a fake. Not sure, that's a random comment. You have to elaborate. Elaborate means if you're just a kid like Kai is here on here, XB, um, then elaborate means tell me more. What do you mean, not a fake? It's sometimes hard on chats to understand what people are, what message they're trying to send. What am I in top chat or all chat? All chat. Anybody can chat. No restrictions, unless you are, you know, being rude or impolite, and then I'll block you. Um, okay, we're gonna cut. We're gonna split this guy now. But I have to also say too, like I know there's people who've been here before, and I don't. I try to remember who's who. So if you've been here before, um, and you've communicated in the chat, and I don't recognize you, I apologize. I'll try to be better about that. But I again appreciate all my viewers who come and stop here. Let's make that a little straighter. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna take the big sledge here again, and we're gonna bash this wedge right into the wood. And it's gotten crooked again. Some big knots. going. It's going. It's going. Boom. That was the winner right there. Just for good measure. Look, we did it. And you can see what holds that together. You see that? These guys. So I can't pull that out yet, but if I release it using my axe here like this, try and give you a POV. Mika. Hey Mika! Yeah, we got the working the muscles here this morning. Which are a little sore, friend. Because I've been doing some weights too, strength training lately. Yeah, I got this. And now I gotta get this out. Yeah. I see. I see. You see how easy this is? Glad you could come by there, Mika. No, I'm always doing something. Actually, I haven't done anything for a few days. I was just kind of feeling, let's see, I don't know, a little bit, actually a little bit reflective, to be honest, about the YouTube stuff. And it's almost like YouTube knows when its content creators are hitting a lull or something. I swear it, because I started in my feed to get all these videos from other YouTube creators who are clearly like making content about how to uh stay with it. And I find that interesting. And because, you get going, and even though like I got monetized and I make like I've made $60 so far, month to date, which I'm really happy about, honestly. But 2/3 of that is actually from a couple of gifts that people gave, and on a live stream I did, which was like amazing. I was like blown away. And then the others is like pennies from watch ads and shorts feeds ads. But I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be a big job. But I'm still sticking with it, and consistency is the key, I think. So, but also, I did a little query with Grok. Guys, everybody knows what Grok is, I'm assuming. It's like Chat GPT. And I use that for, asking those probing questions like, hey, Grok, check out my channel at Scotty Splitting Outdoors and tell me what you think. And I expressed that it wasn't growing much and that the algorithm seemed to be like not like, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, the growth was sort of stalled here. And so Grok basically says, look, you need to pick a track and kind of stick to the theme. So I'm kind of curious about what people think. So I have really kind of two themes. One is the things that I do around here that are like splitting wood, fixing chainsaws, forestry work, gardening, a little bit of gardening. Thanks for all the hearts and the love. But I also post videos about the pets, Jack and Maple. And seriously, those ones get a lot of views sometimes. Like they're way more views than me most of the time. But the question to the should have a good signal now. Better signal. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to focus more on this sort of stuff and stuff in the shop and maybe just cameos and such by the pets. Yeah. And I think that works. The algorithm, it said, Grok basically said the algorithm is confused. And I'm like, how can an algorithm be confused? Like these are supercomputers, right? Supercomputing power, right? Can't they figure out that there's kind of two themes here? One is the pet videos and one is, this stuff, splitting wood. But essentially, I buy into the philosophy of sort of a one theme thing, which is that's how YouTube works, by targeting audiences that recurringly look at the same content. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and we'll see where it goes. But live streams, so she, the assistant there on YouTube, that she said, look, if you're doing like showing videos where or live streams where you're showing omelets and then posting shorts that you remix from that, that's also confusing. But the thing is, doing live streams is kind of like promoting yourself and putting yourself out there to interact with viewers. So in my mind, it's a much different form of communication. And even though it might just be like talking to someone over making an omelet, I'm actually, surprisingly, if I get like 50 views on a 30-minute live stream, I might get 5 new subscribers from that. And that's to me is important because it means they might come back because I might have interacted with them and that was an enjoyable experience. So that's kind of my thinking behind doing like a lifestyle sort of live stream. So anyway, that's a lot of chatter there, but just trying to let people who are regulars know that's what I'm doing. So next thing is, I have to go get my chainsaw out of the car because I had taken it to the dealer. By the way, I want to ask you guys something. Here's a question. Do the people on, there's only 3 of you on now, but do any of you, have you ever heard of Adam the Woo? He's not with us anymore. I think he passed, not think, he did pass away. But have you ever heard of Adam the Woo? There's a cameo by my boy, Jack. No, you haven't. Okay. Uh, well, I met his dad. You have to go look him up. He was a YouTuber and a very successful one. And, it's a small world. It really, really, really is a small world when you meet somebody because of, yeah, a chainsaw, actually. Anyway, I don't want to so-called dox, but I had a very positive connection with somebody, which came from this chainsaw experience I've got, my Echo, and lo and behold, I've met somebody who was once a YouTube star. Okay, Now, this is a common thing. You see me pulling my glove off with my teeth. Mm. Saw, Timberwolf, and we're gonna do something here, my friends. It has gas. It has the gas that the dealer put in. When they tested it. I love these little stickers. Okay, let's take this bar guard off. My Echo Timberwolf. I'm trying to love this saw. I really am. I want to love it. I want to love it like my other little Echo. But I'm having trouble. Stay with me. Okay, so this was in the car because I brought it home from the dealer yesterday, nearby where I live. And we're going to start it. And this has been the problem with it. It hasn't started when I want it to start. On. No. Yeah, on. Because down position is, yeah. By the way, I'm going through this because I want to like record my experience here with starting it. Choke out. Decompression valve down. This does not have a purge pump like my little one does. And now let's turn it around. And we're going to try to start this now. And do it on the ground so you can see. There, on, there, and we're going to wait for the pop. And then we're going to push the choke back in. In. I can live with that. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, that was what? 6 pulls? Yeah, good. Now, when I took it in, I don't know if you've noticed any of the other content I produced with this saw. I had one video where it took 100 pulls to start it. Anyway, the dealer said I had contaminated fuel. Okay, well, I thought that it was good fuel. I don't use old fuel, but he said there was a little bit of water in it, which I don't know. Maybe I don't know how old the fuel is or how long it's been in the tanks at the gas station. But I said to him, I said, look, uh, these saws should be able to run on variable types of fuel, right? And even aged, because we don't really know what we're buying when we go to the gas station. So I do now try, because this saw is really persnickety, I decided that I'm going to go to gas stations I know get a lot of cars coming to it. So that means that we're going to be turning over the gas, right? This is what it's come down to with this saw. And I'm also going to make sure that I mix it properly with the correct ratio of oil and gas and use it up. Which is what I do. I actually don't leave it for more than 30 days if I can help it. I definitely don't leave it in the saw if I know I'm not going to use the saw for a while. So anyway, yeah. Can you imagine if our cars worked like this? Like, they wouldn't start except on the 100th time or the 80th time that you put the key in and or push the button. We would take the car back immediately, right? And say, give me a new car, the one that will start when I want it to start on the first time. And that if anybody is on here, youngsters, here is the challenge for you. Go and make a chainsaw that can start with one, either a button push. Why do we need these, right? Why not have an electric start? There's got to be a way. I mean, come on. This is like really primitive technology, pulling this and having it, a magneto in there, right? Like there should be an electric start chainsaw. I mean, that starts on the trigger pull basically. But it should be gas because I do believe that gas will give us, well, I mean, they're making good electric battery powered ones nowadays. They are good. But you still can't beat, in my mind, getting a chainsaw that has a sizable gas tank and the power you're going to get from these. We still get more out of these power saws than I think we do from some of these battery ones. They're getting good though, but they're very expensive. All right, we're going to try to start this guy again. It should start right up. I find that once it's been going, it's okay. I love that. Yeah. Team Quackity Tack. There would be no victory dance if the chainsaw started every time. I love that. Yeah. But you know what? I'm getting tired of victory dances. I want it to start on time every time when I do this. Like that. That's the way it should be. Like I have a battery powered saw. And when I go and I know the battery's been charged, I take it off the charger and I put it in, I plug it in, and I go like this. It goes. That's what we all need, friends. We need that kind of experience when we run our saws. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I appreciate everybody joining me today. I really, really do. I've got a couple of P1s, it looks like here. I like that I got some youngsters that are tuning in for some of my content. Much appreciated. There's Jack, and he wants to go for a walk, so I'm going to take him. And because he deserves it. I left him. I went to play pickleball last night for a few hours, and he had to just sit on the porch, pining. So now I'm going to take him. So y'all take care. Have a great rest of the day. Maybe I'll do another live stream later. We'll see. Love y'all. Peace out. Next time. Bye bye.